Hey everyone, this is Nikita from Parcel Tracker, and today I'm going to show you guys how I'd set up my account for Recipients in residential buildings to streamline incoming deliveries, notify recipients automatically, and overall make life easier for everyone involved. By the end of this video, your scan and handover process should look something like this. Parcel arrives to the reception. I can scan parcels with my phone camera using the Parcel Tracker mobile app. From the End tab, we'll press Check-in, then hold the camera over the label and press and hold the button to pick up the name and the barcode. We can add tags, write notes, and assign the parcel a storage location. Parcel Tracker auto-extracts images upon the scan, but we can add additional photos if needed. I can do this for multiple parcels in a row. We'll press Save to add the parcel to our cart and continue scanning. This is the second parcel label. Again, we'll press and hold the button to pick up the name and the barcode. If for any reason the app fails to do both, it'll scan the name first and then prompt you to scan the barcode. Again, we can add tags, write notes, and assign the parcel a storage location. We can also get additional photos if needed. We'll press Save to add the parcel to our cart and continue scanning. This is our last parcel label. Again, we'll press and hold the button to pick up the name and the barcode. We can add tags, write notes, and assign the parcel a storage location. We can get an additional photo if needed. Press Save to add the parcel to your cart. When you're done scanning, open the cart in the lower right corner, and then press Check-in. Those parcels will now be checked in, and the recipient will automatically receive a notification to collect their parcel. When the recipient is ready to collect, they'll show me their QR code, and from there we'll go to the Out tab, select Checkout, first scan the QR code, and then scan the parcel that the recipient is going to collect, or select it from the cart. Press Checkout. Optionally, I can add a signature and a photo of the recipient collecting the parcel. When I'm done, I click Complete Checkout. That parcel will now be checked out. The first thing I'd want to do is to create a Parcel Tracker account, and to do that, we'll go to parceltracker.com and select Start for Free to create your free account. Here's what your dashboard will look like upon signing in, and before anything else, I want to show you guys how you can customize your account. So to do that, just go to Settings, and you'll be able to edit your company name, add your company logo, and even add your address if needed. To edit your company name, just enter the new one. And to add your company logo, click on Upload Logo, select Browse File, select the file from your device. You can also crop the image. And when you're happy with the changes, click Save Changes. While we're here, there are some features that I want to enable, so let's go to Features under Configurator. And I want to enable additional parcel details. Later on, when we scan in parcels through Parcel Tracker, we'll be able to assign tags, a storage location, and even get additional photos of the parcel so we know what it looks like. Normally, when a parcel arrives, people will put a physical tag, put it away in a storage location, and then that's that. This will allow you to digitize each step. It'll also give you a log with all the parcel's details, which you can view anytime from the dashboard or from the mobile app. Once that's done, we can finally upload our recipients, so let's go back to our dashboard and select Recipients. Your recipient list can include residents and sometimes also staff who may be receiving personal parcels at the building. The reason why we want to upload our recipient list first instead of later on is because Parcel Tracker will use this data to match parcels to the correct recipient and notify that recipient at the same time. Parcel Tracker can now read labels for recipients who don't currently exist and will give you the option to create a new one. However, it's still best to start with the recipient list first so that you can scan in parcels quickly without having to slow down and add a new recipient for each parcel. I'll show you how to bulk upload recipients first, and to do that, click on Import List. And you'll be able to download a template which you can fill in, or you can select an existing file from your device. Here's what that template looks like. You'll see some optional fields, but the most important ones you'll need will be the recipient's first name, their last name, their email. The reason why we need their email is because Parcel Tracker uses this as the primary notification platform. And finally, their location. So in a residential building, this can be their unit number, their room number, their flat number, and which floor they're on. For staff, it can be a specific department room or even just the reception area. Here's my sample recipient list. Again, you'll see that I have their first name, their last name, their location, and their email. And when this is ready, I can simply download it as a CSV. When you're ready to upload your recipient, select Browse File, select the file from your device, take this box that says you have permission to upload the data, and click Continue. Make sure that each column is mapped out to the correct property, and here's an example of when I encountered an error. In this example, unit which I used to define room numbers was not recognized as a location, so all I had to do was select the correct property, and in this case it would be the location. And when I'm done, click Continue, review the details. You can even make any last minute changes from here. And finally, click Continue. Then confirm and upload the data. Parcel Tracker will show you if there were any errors during the process, if there were any duplicate recipients, or if any recipient data was updated from an old CSV list. So now let's view all recipients. And you'll see that they've all been added. Since ID and alias are empty, we can hide them. Just hover over the field, click this hamburger icon, and then click Hide. Next, I'll show you how to upload recipients individually. Let's say that you have a new resident and you want to onboard them onto the Parcel Tracker system so that they can start receiving their parcels at the building. Click Add Recipient, enter the necessary details, and then click Add and Create Another to add a new recipient, or Add to close the window. Next, I want to set up my scanning devices. Since Parcel Tracker is a mobile app, I can use a phone or a tablet. Apple or Android both work, but for best performance, we recommend at least an iPhone SE or an Android with 6GB of RAM and a 2.8 GHz processor. You can have a designated device for the building, or you can have staff download the app onto their personal phones. And if so, you can add them in as Mailroom users. So to do that, let's go back to Settings, click on Mailroom Users, and then click Invite User. Enter the necessary details. You can also select their permission levels. If you just want this person to be able to scan in and scan out parcels, then invite them as normal. But if you want them to have more control over the features or the site, then invite them as admin. And when you're done, press Send. This person will receive an invite to become a user on your account. The next thing I want to do is to configure my tags, so let's go to Tags under Configurator. You'll see that Parcel Tracker already has some default tags, but you can add more as needed. For residential buildings, you can use tags to identify the type of parcel you're handling, or if there's any special instructions that staff should take note of. To add a tag, click on Add Tag, enter the name, and you can even select a custom color so that it's easier to see. Next, I want to set up my storage locations. So let's go to Storage Locations, just under Tags. So this can look different depending on your building's workflow. Some buildings might have 2 storage rooms or 2 package rooms, but in most cases there's usually only 1 storage room for the entire building. If this is the case for you, we recommend narrowing it down to each shelf, each aisle, each row, and even lockers if you use lockers. As mentioned prior, when you scan a parcel through Parcel Tracker, you'll be able to assign it a storage location. This makes it easier to locate the parcel when the recipient is ready to collect, and prevents parcels from going missing. So to add a new storage location, just click on Add Location, enter the name, and then click Save and Add Another to add a new one, or Save to close the window. Finally, let's set up our notifications. So let's go to Inbound Notifications here at the bottom. When parcels get scanned in through Parcel Tracker, recipients will automatically receive a notification to collect their parcel. When a recipient collects, they'll also get a confirmation email. Through the web platform, you can customize the contents of these notifications, set reminders, and even schedule notifications. You'll see a table showing you all your active notifications from its name, the type of notification, and which channels it's active in. First, let's see how to add your branding to a notification. Click on Global Style. You can upload your logo. You can also set the size of the logo. And you can even select custom background and accent colors to match your branding. And when you're happy with the changes, click Update. All notifications will now inherit this branding. Next, let's look at customizing notifications, but first I want to show you the types of notifications that Parcel Tracker has. Check-in and check-out notifications are on by default. A check-in or delivery notification is what the recipient will receive when the parcel is first scanned into the building, and it will tell them to come collect their parcel. Check-out or collection notifications are sent to the recipient, basically confirming that they've collected their parcel. Reminders can be set so that recipients pick up their parcels in a more timely manner. And you can also enable welcome notifications for recipients who have recently been added to your directory. Let's start by editing one of our default templates. Just hover over the template you want to edit, and then click Open. On the right, you'll see a preview of what the notification will look like, and on the left, you'll be able to customize the messaging. You can change the notification's name, enter a completely new message, and you can even add or remove any of these variables. You can also enable advanced parcel details, and this will show the recipient things like notes, who the courier was, and when their delivery arrived. And when you're happy with the changes, click Submit. This will update your template. To create a new template, click on Create Template. Select the type of notification that you want to create. Let's say that you want to create a reminder notification. And again, you'll be able to customize the messaging. And for reminders, you'll be able to set a reminder delay and a maximum number of reminders. When you're happy, click Submit. The template will now be created, but it's still not active in your site. So to do that, just click on Assign Template, select the notification, and we'll now have it active in our site. Next, I want to show you some additional actions that you can do with the templates. So hover over the notification that you want to edit, click these three dots, and you'll be able to schedule, duplicate, and even remove and delete the notification. Let's look at scheduling notifications, so click on Schedule. Scheduling can be done if you need a buffer between scanning in parcels and notifying the recipients. This is useful if, for example, you get a high intake of parcels every day, and you need all parcels to be signed in before you can facilitate collections. Toggle Enable, and then set your delay, and then click Update. Now that all of this is done, we can finally start scanning in some parcels. You're now looking at my phone screen, and before we start scanning, I want to show you guys where you can find Parcel Tracker on the iOS App Store or the Google Play Store. So whichever one you're on, go to Search, look for Parcel Tracker, select Parcel Tracker Mailroom, and this is the app that you want to download. Once you've downloaded the app, just sign in with your account details. Here's what the app looks like, and before we start scanning, I want to show you guys these 4 tabs. The first one is In, which is what we'll use to check in parcels, Out to check out parcels, Manage to manage parcels, recipients, and users, and Settings to access our live chat support, our online knowledge base, and configure the features and scanning mode. I moved my phone screen a bit to the right so that I can show you guys a flowchart of where parcels are currently at in your workflow. I have some sample labels here. And when parcels arrive to the reception, we'll press Check-in, hold the camera over the label, and then press and hold the button to pick up both the name and the barcode. Since we enabled additional parcel details earlier, we'll be able to assign tags, assign the parcel a storage location. Parcel Tracker auto-extracts images upon the scan-in, but if, for example, you have a bigger parcel and you want to get a wider photo, you can totally do that. Just press this image, select Take a Photo, or you can even select it from your gallery, and then take a photo as normal. And when you're done, press Save. You'll be able to continue scanning, and you can scan multiple parcels in a row. Here's my second parcel label. Again, we'll press and hold the button to pick up the name and the barcode. If for any reason the app fails to do both, then it'll pick up the name first and then prompt you to scan the barcode. And again, we'll be able to assign tags, Assign the parcel a storage location, and even get an additional photo of the parcel. When you're done, press save. This will add the parcel to your cart. I want to show you guys one more way to log in parcels, and that's through manual input. You can also enter parcel information manually. This would be helpful if, for example, the label is covered in stickers or any other reason that the label isn't scannable. We'll start by pressing select recipient, enter the name of your recipient, and then select them from the list. If a barcode is available, you can scan it, but if it's not, then you can enter a manual one, and to do that, we'll press on this pen icon. You can input a manual identifier, or you can press this dice icon to generate a random one. We recommend marking this identifier on the parcel so it's easier to find. And when you're done, press check. This also adds the parcel to your cart. And again, you'll be able to assign tags, assign the parcel storage location, and get a photo of the parcel. When you're done, press save. And when you're done scanning in all the parcels, select the cart. You'll see a preview of all the parcels you've scanned in. If you want to edit parcel details or delete a parcel, swipe left. And when you're done, press check in. The parcels are now checked in. Recipients will receive a QR code in their email which they'll need to present to collection staff to collect their parcel. And when they do, they'll go to the Out tab, select Checkout. First scan the QR code, and then scan the parcels that they're going to collect. Or you can select them from the cart. Since you scanned a QR code first, it'll automatically filter all the parcels according to that recipient, and then you can just select them. And once all parcels have been scanned or selected, we'll press Checkout. Since a QR code was used, you can simply proceed to checkout. Or if needed, you can add a signature, add notes about the collection, or even add a photo of the person collecting the parcel. And when you're done, press Complete Checkout. Those parcels will now be checked out. You can also check out parcels if the recipient doesn't have a QR code. If the recipient has maybe forgotten their QR code, then you can still check out their parcel. Again, we'll go to Checkout. If you have the parcel with you, you can simply scan its barcode, or you can press Select Filter, select the recipient who is collecting a parcel, then open the cart, and then select their parcel. Press Checkout. Since we didn't use a QR code, a signature will be required this time. So we'll press Add Signature to get proof of delivery. And then again, you can add notes or add a photo of the person collecting the parcel. And then finally, press Complete Checkout. Those parcels will now be signed out. Finally, you can also check out parcels through the list. So let's go to Parcels from your dashboard. Select the parcel that you want to check out and click Open. And then click Checkout Parcel. You'll be able to add notes and get a signature for proof of delivery. Press Collect, and this signs out the parcel. I want to show you guys one more tab that I think you'll find really helpful, and that's our Statistics tab. So let's go to Statistics. Since this is a fairly new account, we don't have a lot of data here yet, but I'll show you guys what it looks like once you've spent enough time with the software. From this tab, you'll be able to see things like your peak check-in and checkout times, your top careers, and your average parcel turnaround time. You can use these statistics to plan for peak periods. Let's say that your peak check-in times are between the hours of 9 AM to 10 AM. With this information, you can allocate more resources such as extra helping hands, or maybe even parcel trolleys to accommodate the peak period. I can also perform a parcel audit to make sure that there's enough space in my storage room for all the incoming parcels. As for average parcel turnaround times, if you see that parcels have been sitting in storage areas for too long, you can set up reminders to make sure that recipients pick up their parcels in a more timely manner. And that concludes our tutorial. Please let us know if you found this video helpful, which features you like best, and which features you want to see us add in the future. Subscribe to stay up to date, and you can find our sign up link in the description below. See you next time!